Welcome to Academica Lab Solutions. Physics of Fiber Optics Lab, designed by Academica, is delivered as a package consisting of active and electro-optical components, mounts, and accessories. This system is very useful to study the characteristics of optical fiber cable like modes in fiber, numerical aperture and calculation of V number, mode field diameter measurement, coupling efficiency, and attenuation measurement in optical fiber. Component identification. This is the list of deliverables. Make sure that you have identified all the components as per the list before you start the installation. This is a 2 feet by 2 feet honeycomb optical breadboard on which all the components are mounted to perform the experiments. This is a 2 milliwatt helium neon laser source. This is the power supply unit that will be connected to the helium neon laser source. This is gimbal mount block on which gimbal mount is mounted. This is the gimbal mount which is used to hold the laser source. This video shows the assembly of the laser source to the gimbal mount. Insert the helium neon laser source through the gimbal mount. Fix the gimbal mount screw to hold the laser tightly. Do not over-tighten as this will damage the laser. Gimbal mount has theta and phi degrees of freedom, which can be adjusted to the screws provided on the mount. With this mount, we can maneuver the laser source for proper alignment with the optical fiber. This is the XYZ translation stage with laser to fiber coupler holder mounted. Here, we see how the laser to fiber coupler is fixed to the XYZ translation stage. This is the rotary stage and is used to rotate the fiber in the radial direction. It can move in clockwise and anti-clockwise direction. These are the two types of rotary fiber holder which is used to mount on the rotary stage. This is rotary stage block on which the rotary stage is mounted. This is the fiber holder stand. This is the laser power meter having wavelength range of 400 nanometer to 1100 nanometer. The type of the optical sensor, that is photodetector, is silicon photodiode. This is the photodetector holder with 3 types of detector caps. One with ST and SMA receptacle each, and the third one with knife edge slit. The optical sensor is inserted in the U-groove of the photodetector holder with the sensing area facing outward. This is the laser to fiber coupler which is used to couple the laser source to the bare fiber. This is the laser to bare fiber coupler block on which laser to fiber coupler is mounted. This is the multi-mode fiber optic cable module consisting of 100 meters, 500 meters and 1000 meters fiber mounted on a sturdy aluminium casing. This is the 1 meter ST to ST 9 by 125 micron single mode fiber patch cord. 1 meter ST to ST 62.5 by 125 micron multi-mode fiber patch cord. 100 by 140 micron multi-mode fiber pigtail. 5 meter ST to ST 62.5 by 125 micron multi-mode fiber pigtail. These are the Allen key and bolt set supplied to fix the mounts. Experiment number 1. Experimental setup for mode observation in single mode and multi-mode fiber. First, fix the gimbal mount block and gimbal mount on the optical breadboard with M6 by 15 mm Allen bolts. Mount the helium neon laser source with gimbal mount on the block. Connect the power supply to the connector of the laser source. Now, switch on the power supply and check if the laser is on. This can be done by placing the display screen in front of it. Since this is a 633 nanometer laser source, you will see a red light. Now, fix the XYZ translational stage on optical breadboard in front of the laser head using M6 by 15 mm Allen bolt. The laser to fiber coupler is already mounted on the XYZ translational stage. Now, adjust the XYZ stage and gimbal mount to align the laser beam with the center lens of the laser to fiber coupler. One should observe clear circular spot of laser beam coming out of the ST receptacle. Mount the fiber holder stand on the optical breadboard using M6 by 10 mm Allen bolt. This holder has ST receptacle attached to it. Keep the display screen below the fiber holder stand. To observe the modes for a single mode fiber, we connect the 9 by 125 micron single mode fiber patch cord as shown. Now, in the dark room, you will observe some low order linearly polarized modes like LP01 and LP11. Now, replace the single mode fiber with the multi-mode fiber and observe the multiple modes propagated through the fiber. Experiment number 2. Experimental setup for propagation loss measurement using cutback method. Let the helium neon laser source and the XYZ translational stage remain in the aligned position. We will just add the multi-mode fiber optic cable module, the photodetector holder with ST receptacles, and the laser power meter to the setup. Connect the sensor probe of the power meter inside the U-groove and switch on the power meter. Now, connect one end of the multi-mode fiber patch cord to the laser to fiber coupler and the other end to the ST receptacle of the photodetector cap. Align the laser to fiber coupler so that you get the maximum power. This is P input. Now, remove the patch cord from the ST receptacles of the photodetector holder and connect it to one end of the 100 meter of FOL fiber. The other end of the 100 meter fiber optic cable is connected to the photodetector using another multimode patch cord. Read the value on the power meter and note this reading. This is P output. The difference between P input and P output is the propagation loss for 100 meter cable. Now, repeat the same with 500 meters and 1000 meter fiber optic cable provided and find the propagation loss for both the lengths. Experiment number 3. Experimental setup for mode field diameter measurement. Keeping all the setup as it is, just remove the FOL fiber module and replace the photodetector cap on the photodetector holder with a knife edge cap. Mount the rotary mount block and the rotary stage on the optical breadboard as shown. Fix the rotary stage fiber holder at the center of the rotary stage. Connect one end of the 62.5 by 125 micron multimode fiber patch cord to the laser to fiber coupler and other end to the rotary stage fiber holder. One has to rotate the rotary stage on either side using micrometer to find out maximum reading on laser power meter. The point at which you get the maximum reading is to be considered as 0 for micrometer setting. Now, rotate the rotary stage using micrometer in clockwise direction with the step of 1 degree and note the reading on laser power meter. Continue measurements till you reach 6 to 9 degrees in clockwise direction. To take the readings in anti-clockwise direction, first reach to the maximum reading on laser power meter and then, using the micrometer, rotate it in the anti-clockwise direction up to 6 to 9 degrees with step of 1 degree and note the readings on the laser power meter. Readings are to be noted and a normalized graph of degree versus intensity in percentage is plotted as shown. This graph is a Gaussian profile. As shown in the graph, take the points 1 by E square on both sides of the maxima and measure the corresponding angle. This will give you the mode field diameter of the fiber. To find the mode field diameter of the single mode fiber, just replace the multi-mode fiber with the single mode fiber and note down the readings. Experiment number 4. Experimental setup for numerical aperture measurement for a given fiber and finding the V number. Dismantle the rotary stage and the XYZ translational stage on the optical breadboard. Replace the photodetector with a knife edge cap on the photodetector holder with ST receptacle cap. Now, reassemble the rotary block and the rotary stage in such a way that it is perfectly aligned with the helium neon laser source. Connect one end of the multi-mode fiber cable to the rotary stage fiber holder and the other end to the photodetector cap with ST receptacles. One has to rotate the rotary stage on either side using micrometer to find out the maximum reading on the laser power meter. The point at which you will get the maximum reading is the stage of exact alignment of laser beam to the face of the fiber tip. This point is to be considered as 0 for micrometer setting. Now, rotate the rotary stage by micrometer in clockwise direction with step of 1 degree and note the reading on the power meter. Continue measurements till you reach 6 to 9 degrees in clockwise direction. To take the readings in anti-clockwise direction, first reach to the maximum reading on laser power meter and then using the micrometer, rotate it in the anti-clockwise direction up to 6 degrees with steps of 1 degree and note the readings on the laser power meter. Readings are to be noted and a normalized graph of degree versus intensity in percentage is plotted as shown. The numerical aperture is determined using 1/2 of the full angle between the two 5% intensity points on the graph. Once we calculate the numerical aperture, the V number can be calculated using the formula as shown. V is equal to 2 pi A by lambda multiplied by the numerical aperture of the fiber, where A is the core radius, lambda is the wavelength in vacuum, N1 is the maximum refractive index of the core, N2 is the refractive index of the homogeneous cladding, and Na is the numerical aperture. Now, to measure the numerical aperture of the single mode fiber, replace it with the 9 by 125 micron single mode fiber patch cord and perform the experiment in the similar way. To measure the numerical aperture of 100 by 140 micron multimode fiber, change the rotary stage fiber holder with another fiber holder provided. Also, replace the photodetector cap with the cap for 100 by 140 micron multimode fiber. Once this is done, connect the 100 by 140 micron multimode fiber and perform the experiment in the similar way. Experiment number 5. Experimental setup for coupling efficiency of the laser to fiber coupler. Dismantle the rotary stage and the rotary block. Align the laser source to the center of the photodetector to get the maximum reading on the power meter. This power is measured and noted as P1. Mount the laser to bare fiber coupler block using M6 by 60 mm Allen bolt. Then, mount the laser to bare fiber coupler with fiber groove holder on it. Now, insert the 5 meter 62.5 by 125 micron multimode fiber pigtail through the laser to bare fiber coupler and other end of the pigtail with ST connector to the photodetector. Now, align the laser to bare fiber coupler to the helium neon laser source in such a way that we receive maximum power on the power meter. This power is measured and noted as P2. Coupling efficiency in percentage is calculated using the formula P2 divided by P1 multiplied by 100.